Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this Monday morning with Business Coach Malloy. And I hope you have been having a fantastic week, fantastic month, the season of heat and the season of election. So let's continue with our series of Power of Five series, day 18. And let's continue with learning from the animal kingdom. Over the past couple of weeks, we have been speaking about the learnings that animals can give us, and we spoke about the eagle, and we spoke about the ant, and now let's speak about the cheetah. And over the next couple of weeks, we'll continue to do the animal kingdom. And if any one of you is looking at, sorry, has not been able to view the videos, please look at please write to us. You can look out at on the YouTube channel, you can look on your Facebook channels, or you can look into your WhatsApp groups, but you can reach out to us. So let's talk about the cheetah. And cheetah are best known for their fastest, as being the fastest land mammal on earth, and they clock speeds around close to 60 miles per hour. Extremely dangerous, and more often than not, we are advised to keep away from them. But let's look at 5 lessons that we can learn from this beautiful animal. And number one, researchers have found that when cheetahs are hunting, they usually run close to 30 to 40 miles per hour. And while the speeds are impressive, it isn't the speed that gives the cheetahs an advantage over the antelope. It is the ability to pivot. They can shorten the stride in a fraction of a second and quickly change direction with their prey. They have unexpectedly strong bones that can absorb impact. So while the cheetah's pause in the pursuit of a prey takes more place in a millisecond, it demonstrates the value of shifting in response to the changing information and making that decision stick. While we think of the cheetahs, we think about their abilities to go fast. But what we forget to look at is this ability to pivot. And in this fast moving world, as entrepreneurs, when there are so many unpredictabilities happening in the landscape, think about your ability to be nimble and the ability to pivot. Yes, there is a business plan that you need to follow. Yes, there are some rules and processes that you need to follow, but you cannot have a process which is written on stone. You cannot be in a business which is rigid. You have to have the ability to change directions quickly and return to high performance. And that is what makes the business owner who is cheetah-like to be so effective. And it is the same skill that can catapult your leadership if you're willing to embrace it. And number two, it is deciding, the art of decision making like the cheetah. It is said incorporating these cheetah pauses can make your day more productive and help in decision making. These calculated pauses empower you to check your biases, consolidate your knowledge, include others, and enable you to decide whether to pivot or not in a new direction. How do you look at the cheetah pause to help you in your decision making? Number one, engage in the big picture thinking. Whether you're hyper focused on a decision, it's easy to lose sight of how that decision will impact other people, your organization, or even your future. Pausing to evaluate the other factors in your decision making process will help you avoid the single factor analysis, which we call the blinker mode leadership. The horse's blinker mode leadership, most of us have made a plan and we stick to it. We don't look at the environment, and that can come in from your pauses. The second piece of when you take those pauses, it allows you to involve your other stakeholders. Not every decision requires the input of additional stakeholders, but there are clear advantages of team problem solving, and that can come in only when your team is aligned to the goals that you have set. So a cheetah pause will give you time to get input from others when necessary. Third, Identify your limits. Let's examine the cheetah. Firstly, we all know that the cheetah is the fastest land animal with speeds clocked up to 70 miles per hour. And this speed is usually attained while on a chase. This cheetah's chase is the activity he devotes to his goal of eating. His decision of what to chase to achieve his goal is worth studying. While 70 miles per hour is impressive, the timing of when the cheetah decides to give up on the chase is usually remarkable. One explanation it is that when you're running at that speed, you can't run at that speed because it overheats. At its resting temperature is about 100 degrees. At about 104 degrees, it gives up the chase. It seems realistic that everyone would agree that the cheetah would die if it didn't give up the chase eventually. How does this how does it link to the business owner? The business owner, when you have a strong funnel, when you have multiple opportunities that you're chasing, you need to figure out which battles you should win and which battles you should let go of. Because you're winning the battle is not your characteristic. Your war is something that you're chasing. Number 4, be cheetah agile. I won't spend too much time on this thought, but let me ask you this. When was the last time you proactively changed something with your team? The best leaders don't wait for change to find them. They seek change because they understand its value. Agility is one of the most essential elements of leadership. Like Simon Sinek says, one of the best paradoxes of leadership is the leaders need to be both stubborn and open-minded. A leader must insist on sticking to the vision and staying on course of the destination, but he must be open-minded during the process. According to an article in the HBR, leaders who are both agile and consistent have high quality standards, achieve goals, and expect consistency, but they're open to change, keep an eye on the external environment, and understand when old ways of working no longer pass the test in which they compete. That's exactly what it means to leadership. It's no longer leadership. You have to move into leadership shift to regularly make instantaneous, minute adjustments that allow for the almost missed opportunity. Number 5. And number 5, cheetahs and their hyper specialization. What is fascinating in most every cheetah's anatomy is adaptation to speed and acceleration. Their claws don't retract like the big cats, and they're often used to cleat when running. The tail is a counterweight. Hyper specialization means giving up on other activities and abilities and customers and products. Cheetah-like business is the ability to say no quickly. Cheetahs give up a lot for their acceleration. They're the lightest of the big cats and they have limited joint body strength. And they can run at the speed of 70 miles only for about 17 seconds before they overheat. They don't really roar like the big cats. They kind of chirp. They kind of focus on the gazelles which the other cats don't usually catch. So they have become very, very hyper specialized based on the characteristics that they have. So the question that I have for you is, how much do you know about yourself and how much of hyper specialization are you getting into? Being hyper specialized is the most valuable when it gives you an advantage over other competitors and against a specific customer. Being a super fast isn't really an advantage against rabbit. You can catch them, but but like many other animals can also get into rabbit catching, and also the challenge with rabbits, they can get into holes very quickly. You need to know where your niche is and what is your advantage over others. The cheetah can only run for about 17 seconds. The gazelle can run pretty fast or much longer. So for the cheetah to catch the gazelle within the time frame is very, very important, because the cheetah can run at that pace only for 17 seconds. And it can catch the gazelle only if it sneaks up very close before it makes its charge. You need to know those 1-2 things that you're willing to give up to achieve what you want to achieve. And you know your customer's niche and your competitor, you're beating with your specialization. As a leader, As a business owner, it's important that your goal is like that of the cheetahs. With the pace of business and leaderships steadily accelerating, leaders can't afford to stay the same. Opportunities are abundant, but it's up to you to develop that agility that you need to stay on top. And this is where I end today with the same statement that I started off today. It's no longer the question of leadership, it's the question of leadership. Become a leader like a cheetah, and you see your opportunities coming to you at all times. Thank you so much for watching. Please write to us. I'm sure we are adding some value into your business, and we'll continue to do it over the next few weeks. Next couple of weeks will be dedicated to learning from the animal kingdom before we go back into our 5 ways of improving your businesses. Till next Monday, same place, same time, with another episode of Monday Mornings with Business Coach Malloy. A very good morning and have a great week ahead. Thank you so much.